Let's go.
Do you have a moment?
Yes!
What kind of game will... No matter what you bring out, we will...
You are making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his children. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the... Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought...
She's lost This is what...
Justice cannot yield to evil.
This is nothing more than...
All we need to do to deter... Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this...
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending? No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
By the myriad truths! Out of the way! This is what separates us!
May the best player win!
What the?
Now let us play a game. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here.
We already told you.
That's fine by me.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we
Maybe
do?
not.
You will predict which pocket the... Now, the time has come for...
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, we should go along with the game from now.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made your...
Keep watching.
May the best player win!
The stuff display. That must mean the bet.
Very well. Well, how will you bet? Have you made your...
We lost. Really? You're right. It did. Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk. Have someone snipe the pocket when that. You're in charge of choosing who. We got.
You want? Leave it to me. I won't miss the mark. This is how it's done.
May the best player win!
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to...
Very well. Well... Hopefully...
What was that about theory? You coward!
Shut up!
What the?
Cheating! Unfair! Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be totally crushed!
So this is true. We're finally back to...
What?
How about this?
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
All will be revealed! Persona! Eat this!
Get ready. Eat this.
Taste my wrath! Yeah!
My justice has revealed. Take this! Dodge, damn it!
She's gearing up for an ice
Persona.
attack. Be careful. Let's do this!
Behave yourself!
My skills exceed yours!
Only victim, no matter.
What kind of logic is that?
the myriad truths. Persona! Persona!
Die, die, die! Brat!
Let's go.
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry. We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evil. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do, too. But these aggressive investigations... Please! You think about your... Try to remember...
How?
Nijima-san, what caused them to change like that?
Even though their own desires were the... Is there another reason?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. This deal we made? What? To think that I, a detective... By no means. That was part of our promise.
All right, we don't need to... Are you all... I am. Huh? Enemy readings! They're gathering out...
For real?
Look at the...
This doesn't... We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure. It doesn't make any sense. There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something. Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although, we'll need someone to... No, that's too... Joker? Are you planning on just...
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet, but once his mind's made up... I'm sure you ain't gonna die.
Please don't do anything. I'll never forgive you if you... We still haven't fulfilled... Even more...
This truly is...
It seems we have...
We'll see you...
There's someone here.
Hey, up there!
He's here. Move in immediately.
Good. Now get...
This is our...
Stay calm. You can... We'll retrieve... Don't worry about us.
I have something.
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker. I bet... Just run! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Looks like the rest of us can slip away. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries, I can guide you all.
I can feel it.
Stop right there!
Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists. You have progressed well through your recollections. Now, use that power.
Comparing power levels. It's powerful. You'll want fierce ice attacks.
Persona! Persona!
You can hit their weakness.
So you know that we are there.
Izunagi no Okami Picaro! By the myriad truths!
Everyone else? Use your feet.
Useless.
Your fate. Recall everything. If you are fated to continue past this.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. More of it. Joker, behind you! You should...
Dude,
Don't worry, I'm... What the... Come on!
I have something. No problems on my end.
Witness Joe, I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right. All right. Joker! It's an enemy! Even you can... Huh? Joker! That weird... I'll end this right now. Joker! It's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting! My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai! The enemy reading... That's... It's been a while, but this time, it's my...
Persona! All will be revealed!
Show them, Sondrion! That time! A perfect 10! I think... I genuinely have no clue what... Wait, bad news. Please go. Then I won't stop you, since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves. However, please... Joker, you need... All right, let's do it!
It's not a case, I'm not a robot.
and kill them all!
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there! There's nowhere to run!
See ya.
What a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there!
Still struggling. Suspect secure.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? You hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the
Nijima-san, I believe besides.
You prosecutor-san, Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed.
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
I won't be...
Prosecutor, your time will be cut short. We can't permit... It's for your own. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even...
I understand.
Well done. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, the effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must The evil influence who wishes you dead is fat. If you want to win, if you wish to take back, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I know there's much more I'd like to ask, but... I do have a... Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate... I have a responsibility to solve this case. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against... You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this... Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with... First, the friend who you've been with since the day you... One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom So you won't sell out your friends. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crime? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if you had the cooperation of... Can you tell me? So you won't speak a word about either your Do you even understand? Let's discuss one other person. Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alone. Might he be a part? So Goro Akechi... So be it. You clearly... Even now, you're still Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape. Yet why won't you... Don't be ridiculous. You're... Justice? Then tell me. Saving others? What an awfully simple You continue to... You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help, but many people have fallen victim to this. The truth, huh? I don't even know... After all... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such...
Realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind... But unfortunately, although I find your story to be quite interesting... Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, Good. It looks like
Hey, our time's up. Goodbye. Do you mean this why wouldn't I know about Anyhow, there's something that's been Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act. But that was all. You were told someone sold you. If that's true, who could it have?
Suspicions still. To think his true intention was to sell. All that's left is to figure out. It's all up to you. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. If you know something, you must. You mean, I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated. What's so important? Are you going to unlock?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days. Well, now we gotta figure out a way. Makoto and the others should. I'm talking about the true culprit.
Hey, what are you trying to get at here? And what about this? The truth.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please, I need you to be clear with... Not... Oh my God. You're referring... What are you plotting? But it appears my time is up. This will be my... Very well. And that honest look in your eyes. I'll place my... I just need to
I am thou. Thy thou.
All right. All right.
I'll be... What good will this... A Ketchikun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly... How did you get...
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate
They assigned...
That was a joke, of course. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. Nobody would ever know if things got a...
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides...
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that After all, if you wish to trick your enemies...
So it was you're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear. Oh my God. You're
Is there a problem?
A Ketchikun.
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves.
Not personally. I was acting along...
True. This is undoubtedly good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
May I ask, going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. Your popularity, that just made using you all the more... Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. I will keep my eye on them just in...
I'll be count.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find...
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the...
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No. Even me...
What was all that about? The Phantom Thief?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came...
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. Now then, I'll tell you details. You must save him.
You want me to save? What is it?
Anyway.
Did anyone else? Nobody?
There'd be no reason.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
So it's all...
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so...
Huh?
I've been asked.
You
know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding.
Yeah.
And don't say a word of what transpired here.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who's...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah. You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you... Do you It seems you forgot an important... Indeed, your death was... How might you be capable of executing? Well then, let us rouse...
Hey, they're going! You realize... It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. Okay. There's... One more person has been... If it's possible, I want... Right. I'd have to plant a bug direct... So it's impossible... I didn't say it was impossible. That's an incredible one. This is good.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work.
It seems you... This game, there are still things...
Hey, don't fall asleep until... Are you...
Are you listening? Anyway, Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it.
It's on a completely different level than just...
Not only was he trying to frame us, but his offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests...
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel it. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality and...
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to... He may even be able to bring in vehicles.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the...
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered... And he told us he had seen the true culprit.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was real... Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that...
No. Akechi is merely a tool, an unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted.
But what means do we have of learning?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind...
I think that will be the case eventually. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target. He realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan.
Damn it. So we don't got a choice but to go with...
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. Actually, there's some... Aha! We can...
What? There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning... Really?
You gotta be...
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that...
It seems that... Listen close, everyone.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, however, the police intend on continuing this investigation.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things.
Waiting upstairs. I'm gonna fetch him.
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan.
It's ancient.
Man.
Look.
How've you been?
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't...
Still, isn't this guy
You weren't told. I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and... It was right after they announced he had died, too.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't...
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the... What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Enemy?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up.
True culprit? I see.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the...
Akechi himself gave us... He made one?
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the...
That wasn't something we couldn't have you suspect. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was... In other words, you left him alone on purpose.
God, I can't keep up. So what was this mistake?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean...
But you don't understand him, do you? When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, it's a change in cognition. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting...
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, but we already saw him drop a mega hint of...
Oh, I know a place! I wanna go...
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed...
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake... That said, we weren't so naive to overlook... That's why we asked Futaba-chan to watch... I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but my heart was pounding while I was doing...
Even that ace detective could never have imagined. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great...
That was just an... After a few days of...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that...
Is this for...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after and thus, the dangerous criminal responds. When he does, you will become a...
I knew he was acting strangely.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is... On top of that, someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move. We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our...
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we need.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought this.
I was seriously impressed by that. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our...
Makoto is normally so calm as well.
I did have a bit of a rivalry, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I'm sorry I could...
That goes for... We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the
And regarding its location,
I'm sorry. There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as...
Once we heard that from Makoto,
There was also one more thing a perfect cognitive replica of him in the...
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, they looked no different from actual...
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we... However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying... As a result, even though we managed to grab the... Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were... This was because we knew the police would...
We made sure before the operation that the police would be... And just as expected...
Him getting captured by the police went...
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and by having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi.
Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were...
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never... That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was...
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. I see. Either way, I can't believe you...
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, realize that our leader was telling the truth, and...
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you got... But what did you...
The police never even...
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along...
The bad guys have...
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown in. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, the callous use of violence, if he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone,
I almost became one of your...
It still freaked me out when I saw the suit.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help...
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked.
I wanted to believe, but...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and...
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here, you saved me.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Let's take a break for now. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor, but you'll need a hideout where you can be safe.
Are you
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people... It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his...
That sounds...
It's me.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No. More importantly...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantial. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero.
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story. The discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as the deadline for candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting...
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us.
Why don't we resume?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together.
Have you figured out who's...
Akechi accidentally let that... He said, Shido-san.
Shido?
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong...
Shido?
I believe he's a politician.
It's certainly
Huh?
Do you have some...
Nothing material. However, there are various... First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained... On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister.
No!
Did he set us up with that
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest pub.
So his current position and popularity
will make him have a change of heart.
Mom.
What is the... I had a feeling he was just based on the connections. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated it from the moment Wakaba died. That there wasn't anything I could do.
Why didn't you...
You guys would have definitely... He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people.
Originally, I was looking. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined the mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be prime minister one day.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido
This is nothing more than yet another selfish...
We gotta expose...
Yeah, well, then let's...
Masayoshi Shido.
Result found.
Got a hit!
Where would the...
What kind of thing?
I always think of dirty...
What does he do?
His palace must be somewhere that
We got it!
How arrogant must he be to see...
Our next target's the big shot politician. Hell yeah! Nobody again?
Of course!
He will be a...
Let's win! Time! Then it's you...
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks of that diet building.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the...
An old fart like me can't wrap...
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th.
It's best we hurry before they discover...
Should we start tomorrow then?
That reminds me.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright?
What?
This operation had a... Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom. He has ruined countless lives. And even made Goro a mere change of heart is too lenient a...
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom, our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in...
Everyone's gonna...
You guys thought...
We're intellectuals.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting...
But the true battle... We won the first round, but we...
Yeah.
These people tried to trap and we will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit... I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying if it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd...
It's because I sympathize. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug. I only need you using that power. It'd be true.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself, he was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't... Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically...
This country's affairs have been... The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own... The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't...
I must...
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with... Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic and solve them. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished. And once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception, with their management in my pocket.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But after that, all I had to do was openly berate them. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandal. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as... The time has finally come. However, inauguration isn't my goal. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant...
In other words, you're creating...
The public resonates with my idea, and for that, that is my... Your assistance has been very influential when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could... I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age...
I am thinking about...
Well, how do I put this?
Well then,